Our topic is divorce.
Divorces weren't recorded until 1867, so from the year 1867 to 1880, the percentage of marriages ending in divorce were about 3% to 4%. This rose to 16% of marriages ending in divorce in 1930, 33% in 1970, and now 50% of marriages are expected to end in divorce. 41% of first marriages will end in divorce, and the number only increases with each marriage. 60% of second marriages end in divorce, and 73% of third marriages end in divorce. On average, there is a divorce in America every 13 seconds. Divorced marriages have an average length of 8 years, and the average age to be divorced is 30. Marriages with children actually have a 40% lower chance of getting a divorce than couples without children. This is most likely because people try to work out the marriage for the children's sake. 75% of children with divorced parents live with their mother, and according to McKinleyIrvin.com, 43% of American children today are growing up without a father. The last fact concerning children is that 50% of American children will witness their parents' marriage dissolve, and about half of that 50% will see one of their parents go through a second divorce. Since each child is different, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what they will go through when their parents are getting a divorce, but these are the most common occurrences. When a child is first told their parents are divorcing, they will become scared and will be at a loss at the threat of their security. There's also a role reversal between parent and child, sometimes, where the parent will be so distraught they will seek comfort from their own child, like when a child would seek comfort from a parent in a time of distress. A child could also blame themselves as the cause for the divorce and for all the conflict between their parents. Illnesses, both physical and mental, could happen to a child during the divorce. A child can also suffer from increased aggression, become uncooperative, and also become withdrawn from people. A child's schoolwork could also begin to suffer, as would their behavior.
Children deserve to know the truth about the divorce. Parents may think they are sparing their child's feelings, but the best thing is to be honest. Children assume that the divorce of their parents is their fault, but it is essential to the parents to make sure that they let their child know it's not their fault. Children have many questions, comments, and concerns after their parents' divorce. Parents like to jump right in and speak without letting their child get the words out, and it's important for them to just sit and listen to allow the children to be heard and respected. Many children hide their feelings about the divorce, and parents need to reassure them that however they feel about it, it's okay and understandable that they should not feel it need to hide their feelings. Children need to be reassured that their personal safety will not be changed. Most children have friends that are going through the same situation, and it is normal. Do not badmouth the ex while the child is around, and make them relay messages to the other. Let one of your friends be the outlet for your frustration or sadness instead of your child. It is unhealthy to vent your problems to your child. Reading a book about divorce with your child will help you better explain what is going on with them, and it will help them develop questions they had previously thought of. When children watch their parents' relationship crumble, it can possibly cause them to have a pessimistic view of the relationship in the future. Older children might stray away from the idea of marriage because they do not want to end up like their parents did. Parents can affect their children's pessimistic view of marriage by still remaining and acting civil and respectful towards their ex. It shows the children that disagreements in relationships do not need to lead to a completely ruined relationship. Witnessing divorce can lead to a child having anxiety directed towards dating in the future. Many people with divorced parents feel as though one or both of their parents gave up on love. So they themselves have the same mentality before they even give it a shot. Parents are encouraged to stress to the children that they do believe in love, and it is worth the risk to experience that type of close relationship. Many children develop trust issues, especially if their parents' divorce was caused by breach of trust, cheating. Again, in order to avoid their child feeling this way, they should remain cordial with their ex, even if there was cheating involved, to show their child that they can still remain respectful aside from their personal issues. The child should not be brought into those issues.
The vulnerability with kids going through divorce has to do with their sense of loss. Symptoms of anxiety and depression shortly follow after a parent is really gone. Anxiety directly affects a child's performance because it disrupts thought process and wreaks havoc on attention. Classes such as math require problem skills and full attention. A child's brain needs to be healthy to be able to think critically. If a student was feeling panicky or nervous during class as a result of their parents, there's divorce on the holidays. Which house do you have to go to? Splitting up the holidays is really hard. Some ways to cope with that: talk to your parents about how you feel about the upcoming holidays in advance. For parents, they should play nice and get along with each other and be civil, because that's most helpful for the child to feel more comfortable. Don't overload the holiday with things to do. 2 households is enough. Don't make them feel like they have to see every relative in the same day. Planning ahead is key. Never feel like you have to assign parents holidays. There's always time to split up. There's always a way to compromise, and planning ahead prevents stress on the day itself. And lastly, just support and being open about everything. When tension dissolves out of the household, it is more relaxed and a child can come home to no conflict. Parents can show that no one should settle in a relationship. Each person deserves to be happy. Scheduled visits will allow kids to value time spent together, and will have they'll have a better knowledge of who their parent is individually.
Divorce can cause children to have a high risk for depression. Children with divorced parents and depression in the family were higher risk at developing depression themselves than those with parents in a successful marriage. Divorce is not necessarily the reason for depression, but it can contribute to it.